let's jump into our running backs. Rest of the season outlooks for these running backs. Let's start with Darrel Henderson.
Okay.
All right, man. Like, lots of hype coming in after that Cam Akers injury.
He's performed
very admirably.
Yeah, very well.
As long as he's been healthy.
He's only missed one game.
I know, but maybe lingering stuff. So he's 11th in standard, or 7th in standard, 11th in PPR, it looks like.
In half-point leagues, he is 11th.
Perfect. See, looking the rest of the season, man. I mean, the thing is like, I think Darrel Henderson is definitely going to be valuable just because of this offense in general.
Yeah.
So, like, beyond
he's
looking at just games.
88% of snaps, 82% of snaps, 90% of snaps, 94% of snaps. He's the guy now. Even since the acquisition of Sony Michel, he's still seeing the vast majority of snaps, which is good to hang your hat on.
And I really thought Sony Michel was going to be able to step in, being a first-round pick.
Why? You not seen the past 2 years of Sony Michel?
But I mean, not many running backs perform very well.
I got a little excited when Darrel Henderson got hurt, and I wasn't quite sure how long he was going to be out. But
yeah, but anyways, doesn't matter.
Clear, Sony Michel's washed.
Flag. But yeah, I mean, even if we got a bye week in 11, but Tennessee,
that's
solid
a good matchup for him.
San Francisco,
that's a tougher matchup. Green Bay, not that tough.
But then
Jacksonville, great matchup. Arizona, great matchup. Seattle, that's a tough matchup. Minnesota, great matchup. Baltimore, middle of the pack. San Francisco again.
Yeah.
So a lot of really good matchups.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, don't care about week 18, obviously, but week 17 is going to be maybe one of the tougher matchups going in. That is championship weekend, but I think he might be able to ride to get there.
They've been able to get burned on the ground so far this season.
Yeah, a few times, but I'm just saying, like, it's not like it's as bad as some of these other ones.
But definitely San Francisco. I mean, Seattle and then San Francisco are as tough as matchups left.
Yeah. I like Darrel Henderson. If someone's willing to give him up,
or a trade for candidate right now?
Well, definitely if you're somebody that just lost Derrick Henry, and this dude just happens to be sitting on a bench and not even in a starting spot, I'd be trying to trade for him. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there is that off chance because he was taken like probably 5th, 6th roundish around there in redraft leagues.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a chance that he might not be starting on some people's teams. And definitely, I think it's a shot. Yeah. I mean, he's a number 1 running back right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Standard. That's crazy. He'd be the 7th overall running back in standard.
I'll tell you, he wasn't in my top 10 or my top 12 and
just looking at
preseason rankings.
I mean, we talked about it earlier. Just looking at like who's leading at every position is just strange, especially when you have Tom Brady, Cooper Kupp, and Derrick Henry, who are just light years ahead of everyone else at their position right now.
And one of them just got hurt, which really sucks.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp has more receiving yards than a handful of NFL teams receiving quarters combined.
Yeah, well, hasn't he tied his...
I think he's outpacing Calvin Johnson right now.
Yeah, but he's tied his season high in touchdowns, right?
Cooper Kupp?
Yeah, isn't 10? I thought 10 was his...
Is it?
I thought maybe not. Did he have 14 one year? I think he did, actually.
Nope, 10. Yep, he tied it.
Yeah, so okay, so I was right. So already in week 8...
He needs about 200 yards from passing the yardage total.
So... I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's going to beat his record of 10 touchdowns this year.
Yeah, I'm going to go on a bet and says he might put down one of the best receiver seasons of all time.
Yeah.
Also, shout out, fun fact I learned, Deebo Samuel has more yards to start a season of any San Francisco wide receiver of all time.
Yep. And that
list includes Jerry Rice.
Yep. That freaked me out, man. I couldn't believe it. Who also, he happens to be day-to-day, but still, Deebo's having an awesome season this year.
Yep. So Darrel Henderson is what we were talking about. Rest of the season outlook looks very good. A good trade for candidate.
Yeah, if you got some ammo and you need a running back and you see him sitting on someone's bench, just go for it and see what happens.
For sure.
Let's move on to Leonard Fournette.
Yep. He's had 4 games that have been really bad and 4 games that have been really good.
Yeah.
They kind of went first 3 games of the season, not good. Next month, great.
Yeah.
Last week against New Orleans, which was expected, not good. He's on a bye this week, though.
He also fumbled, though, in that game. And, like, if anybody ever pays attention and knows Tom Brady, not personally, but just in general in the football world, that is, like, the thing he hates the most. The thing that's funny is the fumble ended up getting called back, but he didn't he basically didn't see the field much after that.
Yeah.
And it was Gio and Ronald Jones. And think about Ronald Jones when he fumbled. He was out for like 3 games. So I don't know now. I mean, that makes me really, really nervous that he just got put on the bench. We got a bye week coming up here, so they're not going to be playing in week 9. I honestly, man, I'm going to wait until week 10 to see what's going to happen the rest of the season for this dude.
I mean, it's tough because I don't know if you could get much for him. I mean, he is the 12th running back so far in the season.
And both standard and PPR.
Yeah, and he's had a very good month stretch, but he's also had a month worth of games that have been very bad. And if you're looking at his remaining schedule, his schedule is rough. You got Washington, you got Indy, you got Buffalo, you got New Orleans, and you got Carolina twice.
Yeah.
Those are not good matchups. I mean, New Orleans, Washington, and Buffalo, those are all top 10.
And think this right here, too. Week 14's Buffalo. Week 15, New Orleans. Week 16, Carolina. He's not going to help you get to that championship game.
Yeah, no. And that is the problem with the Bucs, because they're not a big running. They really don't. They love passing the ball, which is awesome, but it also leads to inconsistent. The running back position, I mean, if you could get anything for Fournette, I would honestly, I would go up to like the Derrick Henry owners, guys who's losing players, maybe like an Antonio Gibson owner who's just really, really frustrated right now. Yep. Go to them, see if they could take Leonard Fournette off your hands for you, because it's probably going to get ugly after this bye week.
And don't settle though, man, because again, like I'm the Derrick Henry owner in my redraft league. I'm not targeting Leonard Fournette as somebody where I'm like, I got to go get this guy.
No.
But if I need to really fill a spot, and but I'm not going to give up like a number, a top 12 running back or wide receiver for this guy. Like I might give a flex.
Yeah.
Or a bench guy. Like we'll see.
Thank you for watching the Fantasy Monsters on YouTube. If you liked today's episode, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel below. We also have a merch store we want you to check out with all new gear that we've got available. That'll be in the description. Also, if you want to see any past videos, you can check that out as well. Thank you so much for watching the Fantasy Monsters. We'll catch you next time.
Have a good one.